Hello everyone! Welcome to the Robogear support with me, Runors, bringing you yet another Supreme Command of Forge Alliance for FAF Cast, and boy, today, I got a good one for you! Oh yes indeed, sir! No longer will you have to feel the despair of watching casts that I've otherwise posted because I like them, but in general, I suppose in the general audience it might not be considered good. I'm just making it worse for me, right? Anyway, hello everyone, how are you doing today? I thought we should apologize now because I haven't posted anything last week. Due to time constraints, things happening in my life, and I couldn't find anything good for you guys. Or at least something that would knock your socks off. I wanted to find something truly special for you. And I really feel like today I found something that will at least make you think, what the hell on this kind of map? So today I found a 1v1 against Robogear and random noob number 42. And as you can see up here in the corner, it's 1800 against 1700 ranked player. So this should be very interesting indeed, and today we have the match on Twin Rivers. So far, let's get down to the players. Player 1 consists of Robogear going Cybran first land in a lovely blue. Then for player 2, we have random noob number 42. Wasn't that number life in, like, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? What is the meaning of life? 42? Anyway, he's going Cybran as well. First land in a lovely red. So it's a Cybran versus Cybran, and I'm gonna plus things up to Spato because in the beginning things are rather slow and tedious. Now then, today, I thought, why not get a map that is quite, well, known to most people. Most people know this by now. This map is a well-established game. Twin Rivers have a certain value to it as either 1v1, 2v2, or 3v3. Because, I do apologize for all the insufferable things indeed. Now then we can see though. Currently, random noob number 42 sends one of these engineers down into the middle to get this mass over here. And there's a lot of mass here from these transport wrecks lying here. 243 mass per transport. Other than that, we're a little bit slower out for Robogear, still in his base, trying to plan out what he wants to do with his commander. The same goes for random noob number 42. Both are building up a strong base. So far we see though that, let's see, what is the build order for random noob? He seems to be going second air and third and fourth land. For Robogear, do we see something similar? So far we only see one air factory here, and we see a second land factory being produced here though. Or third land being produced here for Robogear. Currently we see first scout out flying here from Robogear's base, going to get himself some nice and valuable intel. Other than that, random noob has strategically placed he has I can't talk today. He has strategically placed out moles to get radar covers, but now one of the mantis are closing in on one of these moles, and I fear that it will see it and start firing. But no, the mole makes a hasty retreat back into friendly territory as the mole keeps following in pursuit, but the mole is faster. But one of the other moles are being taken out here by two mantis coming on the right flank for Robogear. Random noob number 42 sends a mantis out on the side here, but still runs into the mountain, but now finally firing against the engineer, which managed to take out these two transports and reclaim it for mass to the glorious empire of Robogear. I do not know these players personally, so I do not know what their playstyle is or what kind of game style they're actually planning on doing. But so far, both players have gotten interceptors out. So far, we are on 2 interceptors for random noob 42, and then we have 3 interceptors going on for Robogear. So far, there's small ratings here and there, but so far we can still be on the top of things here. A small raiding party of mantis are coming out here, denying the expansion of random noob number 42's engineer into these 2 mass extractors. So far, none of the players seems to have been going for the islands, but as I'm saying that, Robogear seems to be sending out 1 engineer and is hill building a land factory so he can get engineers expansion over here to this side. So far nothing seems to be going in that way for random noob number 42, but he's probably planning it already. I am certain of it. More raiding across the field here, but these mantis are being constantly denied by good scouting. And do we see a Yes, we do. Do we have? We have moles out on the field here, but no radar coverage at the current time, if I'm not mistaken. We see, though, that these mass extractors are being attacked here by Random Noob 42, so very, very well done indeed. We seem to be doing very bad in the energy level so far from Random Noob 42, so he needs to sort out his energy problems. Other than that, on Robogear's side, he's still also very bad in the terms of energy, but they will probably fix that problem momentarily. Now we see, though, that Mantis are trying to get into the mix here and deal some damage, but Robogear's commander is stopping well, these Mantis from actually doing anything productive. Managed to take out one of these mass extractors, but Robogear is getting back into the middle of it and to the thick of it. But now more Mantis are coming down here on the right flank, dealing a lot of damage, but both sides are falling back, not wanting to lose too many units and opening up their precious flanks. Now we see a radar system online here for Robogear, and he's managed to get his engineers over here without a hitch. No one actually denying him entrance into this island. So far, do we see anything planned here for Random Noob? Yes, we do see a transport laden with engineers moving over to the side here, going to get some very valuable engineers over to this island and get them mass, because he will really need it. So far, it looks like Robogear has managed to get these mass extractors for about 1 minute or so longer than Random Noob 42. We'll just have to hope that will be enough for him to get an advantage over Random Noob. So far, Jesters on the field here for Random Noob number 42, but Robogear decides to use his command aggressively, and now he's using Mantis to kite along the side of these units. I think that's the right word for it, yes indeed. So these Mantis will not get anything done indeed other than just donating mass, and this Jester has been taken out by effective interceptors. Now we see a Skyhook is being attacked and in danger here, as Random Noob number 42 is not doing too much with his own units. Robogear is losing 3 or 4 interceptors and some scouts to these interceptors of Random Noob number 42's own design. Now that we see that these Mantis are protecting Random Noob number 42, as Random Noob 42 is moving quite far ahead, wall sections going up all over the place to deny entrance into his base. So far, a nice autogun Tech 1 point defense system here, well placed, so that all these Mantis will start firing on the mass extractor first before the point defense system. So very well indeed, sir, very well indeed. And finally, we see that these engineers have managed to get the LAN factory started, and all these mexes have been taken. We see, though, that these 2 large rocks are still not taken by Random Noob number 42, while Robogear has managed to take the stones in the back, or in the front, or in the top. Anyway, mass-wise, in the reclaim game, we see about Robogear has about 3,300 and climbing in mass reclaim, while Random Noob number 42 is only on 2,700, so he needs to step up and reclaim, otherwise he will be left behind. There are some wrecks all over the place here that you can send reinforcements or engineers to reclaim at, but now an engineer from Robogear is actually moving out here. Will he try then to reclaim? That will be interesting to see. He's not actually doing anything at the moment, so I don't think Robogear expected to see these wall segments over here. So well placed there from Random Noob number 42. Now we're getting to see T2 rolling off each commander's base, and so far in Robogear's base we have quite a lot going on for him. He's got several T2 land factories and 1 T2 land factory HQ with more power planning on ahead here, and the same going on in the back with lots of air factories producing interceptors for him. So far on the field for Random Noob number 42, the same goes on for him, with lots of T2 land factories and planning a lot of T1 air factories, but no adjacency bonuses to any sort of power. That is regretful to watch, but he probably has a lot of energy to spare. So far he's actually on the breadline here if he suddenly starts to trying to mass produce air, so it might be a bit of a painful thing there for him. But at the current time, though, Robogear is doing a little bit better than Random Noob number 42 in the energy game, but both are doing a superb job of breadlining both so that they don't spend more mass than necessary. I do have to say I do have that well, I would say fault in my building is that I sometimes overbuild power. I prefer having more power than necessary, so that either teammates, if I play a team game, can either use the overflow, or I can just have it just in case, because usually people will try to take you by surprise and take out your power. So it's always nice having a little bit of extra, but I tend to overdo it. But anyway, now we see a little bit of a run by here. So we see that Mantis and Rhinos are trying to get in here, doing damage, but these Rhinos are dealing a lot more damage to random noob number 42's Mantis. And now we see also a push on the right flank here, on the right side of this ridge line in the middle here. Not much going at the current time. One Rhino dealing a little bit of damage to these Mantis, and the Rhino takes a lot of damage itself, as the Rhinos and Medusas and Mantis are driving into the wall segments of random noob number 42's own base. Well, own walls. Now we see the Medusas are firing at the Mass Extractor and will soon change target to take out this Autogun Tech 1 point defense. These units are now falling back, and most likely I would recommend then for random noob number 42 to open up his defenses here, because these tanks can't do anything from this side of the wall. But now we see a lot of tanks are moving in here, dealing a lot of damage, and there's a small hill here that normally you can't see from the top side. So I've, for example, sometimes forgotten, and I built a turret over here so that they just shoot into the side. So it's always useful building something on top here, because then they can hit more, and if you're very lucky you can build walls there so that minor Tech 1 direct fire units will shoot the walls instead of what you actually put on top of that hill. Now then, as we keep moving along here, we're gonna now go down to +0 here now, because things are starting to unfold as more units are being built and brought upon the field. I do have to say, this is very surprising to see. It's a bit of a standstill. I have very rarely seen, Twin River games that last to this point, where none of them seems to be going for a tryout for Navy, as they both try to just get as much land as possible to stave off the tide. Bombers are trying to deal a bit of damage to Robogear's own units here, but good defending from these interceptors, quickly dispatching those bombers. So far, at the current moment, if I had been in this kind of game situation, my eco is technically, well, stable, but bad. I would have tried to go for a Navy and try to get some naval units out, because the ridgeline is a little bit big, but if you have them a little bit in the back here, for Cybrans, they could have done some damage and made sure that pushes could be thwarted alongside the defense of your own land forces. But if someone is focusing heavily on land, as we see now, Tech 3 Land Factor HQ going out for Robogear and upgrading to Tech 3 for random noob number 42. So it's a little bit behind here, but I'm sure it will go into anyone's favor. It's still open for the taking for any of these players, and a little bit of a lull moment, so I'm going to plus it back to +2. I'm trying a little bit something new here today in the form of that. I'm not sure. I still try to find out what my voice kind of is, what my energy level for these kind of casts are. And I would love to get some more feedback from you guys. What do you consider, well, to be me? What is my way of casting things? I would love to hear your feedback from it on what you expect when you see that the Nordic RT support has uploaded a video. What do you expect when you see it? I would love to hear it from you, because I always try to expand my knowledge and become a better caster, but it's not always easy trying to become better something if you don't have well, some sort of constructive criticism. It doesn't really help if someone says, get a better mic. That's like, yes, it helps in a certain sense that, you know, I know, okay, fair enough, someone thinks I should get a better microphone. But at the same time, it's a very odd way of saying, well, could you please get a better microphone? So it's a bit difficult to hear what you're saying, or the audio quality is rather bad. Anyway, that's enough of me ranting. I'm gonna focus now back on the game. So far, Robogear seems to be pushing slowly more and closer to the field here. Some of these missiles are seriously missing the targets here. But now that we see that the random noob number 42 is not relaxing at all, back and turtling, he is sending his forces forward and trying to hold off these units, as a lot of damage are being dealt on both sides here, but these Vipers are still online and active. But now that we see a large group of units here of Rhinos, Bangers, and Mantis, and Medusas, a good mix here. And do we see yes, we do. There is one Deceiver there, so I gotta say I love the stealth system. I won one of my games recently. Robogear casted it actually. I think I actually won it because I used deceivers and I hid my units so that they could not be seen. So that really helped me win the game, if I'm not mistaken. But now though, we see another push here from random noob number 42, sending out more units down here, now trying to be on the offensive here, as he got some bricks in the mix here. on his own, but he is funneling his units down into a single line here, so this is very bad because now Robogear only needs to line up his own units and he will be set to go. But this brick here of course makes it easy for him, but he's losing a lot of unnecessary units. But on the northern side here we do see that a lot of units are posing a threat for random noob number 42, as he did drop a brick with a transport, so fantastic done there. So he got access to a brick to aid in the defense on the left side of his defensive line. But now we see 2 bricks for we see 2 bricks from Robogear doing a lot of damage here to the Mantis and Bangers and Rhinos here. And the bricks are trying to stave off the attack for random noob number 42's own side. But at the current time it looks like it's going into the favor of Robogear, as all of these all the bricks are firing at the other units here, dealing a lot of damage, and the Rhino here is taking a lot of damage here. And on the northern side of the front line, we see that a pushing out here, coming out from Robogear, taking out that Tech 2 radar there for random noob number 42. So that will severely hamper his ability to see what the hell is going on. Does he have access to any sort of other radar systems? No sir, no indeed. I can't see any sort of other radars. There are a lot of T1 radars here, but nothing in the way of actually seeing what the hell is going on. While on the other hand, Robogear seems to have access to a nice radar system, so he can see what he's dealing up with. And now he's sending in a large push here of bricks mixing in with loyalists and rhinos and pulling him back on the defensive. Random noob number 42 is falling back now, and he's trying to deal damage and push him back, but nice play from Robogear. Do not overextend and send his units back into the uncertain death here. Still just playing it safe, and I do have to say I'm surprised to see a game on Twin River lasting this long in this kind of regard. We do not see any major air plays, just both sides getting a lot of interceptors. So far 93 interceptors for Robogear, while for random noob number 42 is only have 49 interceptors. So currently the air dominance for players here will be in Robogear's favor. What do we see in the bases though? So far in the bases, the bricks are still pouring out from these land factories here. I've now gotten a second and a third land factory, so Tech 3 style, so that will help the production for Robogear to get on. And now we see a northern push here for Robogear, sending out his troops over here, but the commander of random noob number 42 is over here, so if he does some nice overcharges in there, he might be able to do some damage here. But now though, all these bricks are now converging, trying to take out this power. What does that do to random noob 42's power? It's actually decimating him, so he needs to send in an overcharge to take out this. Does he have access to overcharge? No, he doesn't have access to overcharge, but now he will have access to overcharge. He needs to overcharge these bricks there. Fantastic overcharge there, but it was too late. The power is the power grid over here has fallen, and now we see more of these units of Robogear pushing on the right flank and pushing closer and closer in here. As more of these units are trying to take out and damage this brick, but the bricks are so sturdy and can take such a large hit here. But now more bricks from Robogear are coming in, but now random noob 42 will have quick access to reinforcements, as all of these land factories will be able to roll off the conveyor belts and assist in the defense of the main base. But Robogear is doing an excellent, a superb job in actually dealing damage to the main base to random noob number 42. However, on the plus side for random noob, this will deposit a large amount of mass into his field here. And do we see anything else going on for random noob? No, so far it seems to be quiet here. On the northern side, Robogear has safely entrenched himself on the island, and the same goes for random noob number 42. So far in the mix here, there are some upgrades going on the commander, and it looks like it is the Tech 3 on the commander, I would assume, because he has the resource allocation system already on his back. Other than that, all the other parts of the map, they are upgrading to Tech 3 mass extractors, but now all of these units are pushing through, dealing a lot of damage and taking out another one of the main mexes inside of random noob 42's base. And holy mashmoly, all of these things are happening at the same time. My voice is really starting to crack up, and it's really starting to hurt. All of these bricks are trying to just deal a lot of damage and deal more mass extracted damage, because they know that the defense of the main base is too strong. So they did some excellent damage here, but now a lot of mass is in the middle of the base here. 1000 mass from all of these brick wreckages. So if Random Noob gets a T1 factory here to stop building mantises at this stage in the game and get to reclaim all of this mass, and he would just fixes his energy levels. Easy said and done, I suppose. He can do some serious done, and he's trying to get a ion reactor, and that will surely fix his energy problems. Indeed, sir, and he's now going to go for a spider bot. Fantastic play. He's going for a spider bot, so this can be very interesting to see. But do we see anything similar here, though? Yes, we do. Probably being scouted by Robogear. Do we see that he can't? No, he has not seen the production of the spider bot, but I assume he fares the most. 28 minutes into the game, no one seems to have the upper advantage except for Robogear doing some successful raiding here, but nice pushing here and defense from Random Noob number 42, but I don't really feel that Cerberus turrets are very good defensive lines at this part of the game. We are better done off with bricks doing a nice defensive movement defensive line here. And now we also see T3 air going on the field here for Robogear, as Random Noob is still doing on T1 air, and I see no indication that he plans on getting anything else. The Monkey Lord is rapidly increasing in health points here as he's being built here. Do we see the same here though for... Oh my god, Robogear seems to be pushing out a spider bot even faster than Random Noob number 42, and this can be really dangerous. I'm going to go down to +0 again so I can breathe a little bit. Whew. I do apologize for this, but this is actually really surprisingly how exciting this match has turned out to be. And now we see though that the lull moment returns once more, as both players probably trying to get the spider bots up and running. So for no scouting seems to be on the field here for both players, but as I say that, Random Noob number 42 tries to get out some scouts, but still Tech 1 scouts though being pushed out and destroyed as soon as some flak hits them. But these trebuchets are firing at the enemy units over here, dealing a good amount of damage here. And I love the spread damage from these trebuchets. They're doing fantastic jobs. But now we see that the Monkey Lord is moving down on the right flank here. And do we see that? Yes, this Monkey Lord for Random Noob number 42 has been completed as well. Oh my god, my voice. And now, though, do we see anything else, though? We see an iron reactor being planned here to be built for Robogear. But he has a lot of power, so he can... Yes, he has survived. He has a lot of power, so he's doing very well. For the commander of Random Noob number 42, he doesn't have any sort of RAS on his commander, so that is regretful to see, but such is the part of the game, it just has to happen. But a lot of bricks now converging on the front line defenses of Random Noob number 42 as Robogear pushes in his units, trying to form a distraction as this Monkey Lord is slowly moving in here. The I think it's called the proton cannons. The proton cannons are firing at full power here now, as you see though that the microwave laser opens up and decimates or completely destroys and annihilates these bricks here in a matter of few seconds. And now the bricks are falling back as they're trying to deal damage to these bricks as well. But now the Monkey Lord is starting to gain veterans here, as where do we see the Monkey Lord is still in the back here, trying to get up into the front line and trying to deal damage to this Monkey Lord. But I think actually Robogear, yes, he has Tech 3 scouts online, so we can see this Monkey Lord. So it looks like he's actually planning to get it into the base before the Monkey Lord can actually reach him and do as much damage as he can, because there's no point in getting a Monkey Lord against the Monkey Lord, because that will just deal a lot of unnecessary damage to each part. So fantastic play here. He's trying to get it away from Random Noob number 42's Monkey Lord, and he needs to get it down over there to the Monkey Lord, because he can't see it, so he just needs to get his butt into the game and get that Monkey Lord over here, as Monkey Lords are just all over the place here now. So much mass being spread out in the field here. These bricks are containing the Monkey Lord. Fantastically well done here indeed, as the Monkey Lord moves into the base of Random Noob number 42 and completely wrecks his base. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, at this point of the match, I think it's safe to say that we might start to think of what the possible outcome of the situation might be. There's still Tech 3 Land Factory HQ, as the Monkey Lord is still standing here, racking up kills and veterancies. And that will now provide a bit of a distraction and be quite dangerous for Random Noob number 42. Will he try to push it forward into the base of Robogear? But no, as I'm saying this, a second Monkey Lord has been finished for Robogear. Do we see anything of the sort for Random Noob number 42? No. Monkey Lord is under production, but it's 58% complete. And now we see the production of a Megalith for Robogear. So I think Robogear is well established now, and the main base is completely destroyed and completely ruined, as this Monkey Lord now moves over here to probably stop the production of this Monkey Lord, as that would tip a little bit into the favor of random noob number 42. The Monkey Lord tries to get into the assistance of the back base here, but now we see the microwave laser shown its full potential, firing straight into the Monkey Lord here, ripping away its health points and just destroying his armor, as also some loyalists are coming out to back it up. And now we see though that the Monkey Lord has been destroyed here. It's not even being fully completed. It just disintegrates into nothingness as the Monkey Lord just continues on its rampage. So far, I think this game is in Robogear's favor, but I do have to say, I've never seen this many experimentals on Twin Rivers before. It might just be that I'm not used to playing this map, but I do have to say, fantastic play from both teams here. But the Megalith is almost complete. Jesus Christ, so much mass going into Robogear's coffers. Fantastic play indeed, as the Monkey Lord is trying to deal damage now to the other Monkey Lord, and more bricks are coming in to do assist. And now though, do we see the Loyalist actually gonna destroy itself and form a EMP there, but the laser is already firing over there. Do we see the Monkey Lord? Yes, the Monkey Lord to Robogear is being destroyed, but the Monkey Lord to random noob number 42 is already too damaged, so it won't be able to deal a lot of damage in the long run because it's already burning and in the red. On the other side of the map, we have Monkey Lord from Robogear moving in once more into the base of random noob number 42. They're trying to get more defenses up and running, but to no avail, as the Monkey Lord is moving in now with brick support and loyalist support. And the Megalith has been completed, and he's building a Soul Ripper. Holy shit, Robogear is not holding back at all at this current time. This is fantastic to see, fantastic to experience how all of these units are just constantly pushing, not giving up. Random noob number 42 standing until the very end, not wanting to give up. All of these all these bricks shooting as he calls out GG. Robogear calls out the GG as well, as random noob finally sees that the game is most likely lost and is trying to actually reclaim the loyalist. Very well done indeed, trying to get a little bit extra mass at the current end just as a defying act. But now the game is over. The game has been finished. All of these wrecks here from all these spider bots finally lying at the end of here, as boom, 34 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, random noob 42 control cases on commander, and Robogear takes the victory as he's got his Megalith at the ready halfway through the Soul Ripper. So fantastically played there, fantastic played from both sides. Extremely fascinating to see so many experimentals on Twin Rivers. I've never seen like it before. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I'm gonna end this video here now, so thank you guys for watching this. If you like this video, press that like button, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.